Now, including with the manual, I also have something else that will help me build this kit. It's an old issue of Hobby Japan, February edition of 2007. Of course, it's its A-list kit on the cover was Strike Freedom. And if we go to the pages, we have a great photograph here of Strike Freedom being built, you know, fully completed with decals and the line art. A lot of nice detail in this kit. I don't know where this came from, but this came with the book. Yeah, this one's a very good shot. Look at that. That's very nice. I always did like these sections of Hobby Japan's articles on how, you know, their, you know, modelers actually build these kits. So I'm going to try to recreate exactly everything that is necessary here to make this kit cool. As you can see here in this part of the book, there's the metallic gold marker that they use to cover up some of the trim that is cut off from the gold parts, of the shiny gold parts. That's the one thing I ordered this, is because I realized that when you cut off the parts, you're gonna cut off some of the gold, you know, lining off, and it's gonna look terrible. So this marker is a must. Hopefully I should get it soon. There's a section on how to detail the guns and the details on the decals. Alright, let's get started. A review on some of these parts as outlined in the February issue of Hobby Japan 2007. As you can see, there's a technique here on how to like cut and then use this marker to cover up the scar and then clean it with a cloth. Now, at first I thought I have a marker like that in the form of these that I purchased last year, I think a year before. These are actually the Gundam markers from the 00 series. I think if I try to go like this, you can probably see that this one's a little darker shade than this, maybe slightly darker, not too much. To understand kind of color, you know, there's definitely a different tone of blue here. I'll just give you an example. Here's the color for this, which is supposed to match. As I'm putting it together with this, they're virtually identical. I don't see any discrepancy whatsoever. So I think I could use this to cover some of the scarring that I'll produce by cutting open, you know, removing the parts from the tree. Aside from the blue, I have yellow, which will be for the yellow, which minorly for the yellow trim. Red, some of the red trim parts. This will be used. This color, on the other hand, hold on a second. Let me pull up the other tray. It was for part of the weapon systems. Yeah, here we go. These are the waist shoulder cannons. Excuse me, the waist cannons, not shoulder cannons, excuse me. This is a different color than this, so obviously I can't use this for this. I may have something. I have to check. I don't. So other than those four, I have white, but I don't mind. Probably leave that alone. I have this one from Mazaku Markers. I think this is black, but And I can't say it is because the last time I used it, it looked very, very weird. Especially from here. Let me give it a quick test. Yeah, it turns it gray. I don't know if this is a gray color and it was pulled off from the wrong marker. I am missing a few markers and I can't find it. Worst case scenario, I'm actually going to probably invest in maybe another set of markers that will come with black. Actually, this kit is not black. This is in reality not black. This is a very, very dark navy blue. And I think I have navy blue. I have to look for it. Yeah, this is not black. You think it's black, but it isn't. The entire trim, the gun, part of the Dragoon system, this is all navy. And yeah, it's like two types of blue, the dark navy blue and the light, kind of like the light, I don't say light royal blue. Yeah. Also, I may have not commented this before, but these are the polycaps that will support the articulation of the kit, but they're in gold. It's ingenious. These guys thought of that. I think they should be doing that in all the other kits, and well, not gold trim, you know, some other color that will blend in. So, thumbs up to Bandai for thinking of this. Very good detail. I think that what I'm probably going to do right now is I'm going to work on panel lining some of the parts that will probably be bothering me during final, you know, I don't want to do it at the very end. I'll probably do it now on the white parts, and then we'll build it from there. I began doing panel lining on the white parts of this kit on the tray instead of removing it from the tray. I guess this is one way of getting it in and set, leaving that as is while I'm focusing on the inner frame. Just wanted to get this out of the way first and don't want to be tied in spending too much time doing the panel lines. I don't know if the video shows, it's very light along the edges. Here's a portion of the head and the back doing the little internal frame. As you can see here, I kind of overdid it. So, using a standard Q-tip, I'm going to try to remove portions of it. Now, it's kind of hard now because it's dry. If this was wet, it'd be easy for me to use. So, I'm going to use a little thinner. Just get a little bit in there. And I just want to remove the excess ink to the point where it looks uniform to the lining. Then I use the dry part and remove the excess ink that is smearing all over the part. The one thing about panel lining is you don't want to do it too heavy. Actually, you do want to do it too heavy, so that way you have that thin line in between. Doesn't have to be completely strong. This, on the other hand, well, let me rephrase that. When I did the panel lining, I did it at an excessive rate, so that way the ink dries inside the crevices. Then, using a little bit of the thinner, I'll remove whatever excess ink comes out, and then it'll conform to the lining.